This video is going to give you an overview of the FaceBase website and also give you some information about filtering for the kind of data that you're interested in. So we'll start at the homepage at facebase.org. And as you can see, we have this set of filtered links that will take you directly to a certain collection of data sets that might be of interest to you. You can get an idea of the different species that we have here. We also have this particular video embedded, so you can find it very easily. So as we scroll down, we'll see and notice that if you want to download data, you do need a FaceBase account, and it gives you a link to sign up for a free account if you don't have one already. So further down here, we have this mouse data summary, and it gives you an at-a-glance view of the kinds of data that we have. So on this axis, we have different age stages. Over here, we have different anatomical regions, and it goes a little further to the right there. And below here, we have this legend of different experiment types that are available. So if you go through the different boxes, let's say that you're interested in maxilla, you can see that there's different types of data available for different age stages. There's quite a bit available here, so we can check this out. And here you'll have your first glance at the actual data browser. So this shows 4 records at age stage E13 and a half with the maxilla anatomical region. And since those filters were selected, they also show up here at the top with these 2 facets here. So from here, you can actually go ahead and deselect maxilla and just see all of the data that we have for this particular age stage. But I want to go back to maxilla. Let's say you also want to check out maxillary process. You can go ahead and determine which kinds of data you want to look at right from the sidebar here. But let's go ahead and go back to the home page. Further down, we have a mention of our resources hub. And if you click that, you can see all kinds of things that we have aside from the actual just data sets themselves. Here's a skull fly-through video from the Yang Chai lab. We also have a set of mouse anatomy images by age stage. And they have the different anatomical regions marked, and you can go through the different age stages. So definitely go to our resources hub to check it out. We also have some featured right under this menu bar. Speaking of which, this is another thing that's available on all pages where you can go directly into the data. Here you can go to all data, all of our mouse data, all of our human data, etc. We also have a very interesting section called gene summaries that are a collation of information by gene. Let's look at BMP4. Again, I'm using the filtering sidebar here. And if you click the eye icon, this will take you, this one happens to have a little more information. These are direct links to the genome browser, the UCSD genome browser. And here are some reference images per age stage. And here's some more diagrams. This includes the sources, of course, also a couple of links to, we do happen to have data sets that are related to the BMP4 gene, and also some external links that are really good reference. So let's actually go to all data sets and kind of check out different ways that you can filter. So you can use this filtering sidebar here to, let's see, I know I want to see all mouse, so I'll just start that way. You can start from whichever filter that you want, but what I am interested in, I think, are going to be imaging assays. Now this looks interesting, the cell proliferation heat map. So let's take a look at that. And now because I'm logged in and I have editing rights, you can see a lot more from my view than most users would. I'm just going to go ahead and hide the empty related records, and it'll just show what's available. So as you see at the top, we have the fuller description of what's available and also metadata associated with it, including data type, OPT images, phenotype, normal, age stage, and here is the thumbnail. It's actually pretty big, so you can check it out in the browser like that. Let's go back to search results. And let's see. I'm actually interested, first of all, what other age stages are available related to mouse and imaging assays. Okay, so we have quite a few. That's cool. But I'm actually interested in that heat map. So let's check out the search bar up here. So this searches across the results that you already have at this point, which right now is at 500 records. But if I want to see more of these heat maps, I'm going to go ahead and try to do a search on heat space map and see what comes up. And as you can see, the sidebar changed too. So for heat maps, it's only available, well, let's see if there's more. Yeah, it's only available for mice as an imaging assay. But you can see it's available for these 3 age stages here. And let's see, let's go ahead, check out another one. Gonna hide the empty related records. Cool, and as you can see, it also has supplementary files and MPG. So let's go ahead and download that. It's about 13 megabytes, so it doesn't take that long. And it's a little movie that shows the heat map in more of a 3D kind of view. Now we're going to go back and do some more filtering. Let's take away the imaging assay experiment type and this keyword search. Now notice that after I made these changes, sometimes you have to refresh the filter. So I'm just going to close it and open it again. And now we see everything again. Just wanted to show that when you have a lot of filters, a lot of attributes for a filter like an age stage, sometimes you can't see them all. And in this case, you can click the Show Details link, and then you have access to all of them. As you can see, there's quite a bit. So you can also do a search here. See all the ones that are embryonic, starting with at least 10 and up. And as you can see, that shows you all the ones from E10.5 to E18.5. And you can select them here. Let's just do a few. And then click the Submit button. And here they show. You can also, let's go ahead and clear that. You can also search from right inside here. And again, I'll just use the same example. And it will only search these filters. And let's see what else we have here. What kind of experiments are available? Let's go ahead and look at some microRNA and RNA-seq, and that gives us 6 records. Let's go ahead and look at this one. Another thing I wanted to show you right now is pulling in the different metadata, but it will also show this contents sidebar on the right. And this acts as a sort of table of contents. So instead of having to scroll down, you can just go straight. In this case, there's only the main, which is where the metadata is, and the other data, which in this case is a section for supplementary files. And you can see there's quite a bit, so we got a lot of FASTQ files here. Now, at this point, I am not logged in, so if I do try to download something, I get this error. So all you have to do is go use the back button of your browser and either sign up if you don't have an account or go ahead and log in. And since I already have an account, I'm going to go ahead and log in. Now that I'm logged in and And because I have editing rights, you can see more, as I mentioned before, than normal. So I'll go ahead and hide the empty related records. Here you can also see the related biosamples for this, but I want to go back down to the supplementary files, and to download I would click this URL field, which as you can see is obviously a link, and this is 1 gigabyte, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. But as you can see, I didn't get the error there. So that's a brief overview of the kinds of things that you can find at the facebase.org website and in the data browser. Feel free to go to facebase.org and click under the help menu to find more information and more videos about other things that you can do. And thanks a lot for joining us.